Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Steph and this is my mom, Michelle.
Hi.
And in this video, we're going to show you how easy it is to build a retaining wall and how to do it on the cheap. And in our case, how we did it for free.
All right, this backyard was pretty much unusable space. We have 2/3 of an acre that is entirely on a slope, but we did love the privacy and all of the trees that we have. So we worked on creating zones where we can make it usable space. We began by pushing back the hill a little bit and installing this retaining wall, and then we've installed stairs to get us up to each level. These stairs were found on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, so we took these stairs and we had them powder coated so we wouldn't need to worry about the finish. And then we installed them in sections on little landings. And then up on the slope itself, we've used these stack stones to create steps on the slope here, and we have done a video of this, and it's a very popular post. It's easy to do. We picked up all of these stack stones for $100. We're able to build a retaining wall in our garden area and then create several areas of steps along our slope. Okay, this is the first area that we created. And this is just our fire pit area, and it's been a great spot for hosting parties and just enjoying our backyard back here. And as we've used it a lot, we've decided that we really wanted to incorporate another gathering area out here. And so we decided that we would level off a little bit of this area and create a second dining gathering area in our backyard. So we're going to focus on showing you how to build a retaining wall on a sloped landscape. And if your yard is already excavated and ready for the wall, you can skip ahead a little to see where we sourced our rock and how to install them. If you're working with a sloped landscape similar to ours, the first thing you want to do is to level out your zone. Decide what the zone will be used for and how much room you're going to need. Then you're ready to start digging into the slope. The soil in our area is very hard and compacted, so we found that the best way to loosen the dirt was to push a small tiller directly into the slope.
When you're preparing the wall, make sure you're excavating with a gentle slope away from the wall or the zone you're creating. This will create a little more stability in the wall rather than being straight up and down. After the dirt was loosened up a little bit, we were able to rake it out, and we pulled it to the opposite side of the zone to fill that side up with dirt to help create the leveled off area.
And that's all we really did to flatten out this area. We created a small arc to the wall as we dug out the dirt to create more space for this particular zone. But you could definitely excavate your slope in a straight line as well. If you can get a few helping hands, the work doesn't really take too long. We had this area cleared out in an afternoon.
Now that the area is as large as we want it and leveled out, we're off to go get rocks. You can definitely purchase rocks and have them delivered, or source them through your local classifieds or Facebook Marketplace. Often you can find inexpensive or free landscaping rock nearby from others remodeling their yard, and they're just looking for a way to get rid of it. So this is how my parents actually sourced their stones for their stone steps. The rock quarry by our home has a policy that if you can carry them out yourself, they're free. So all hands were on deck for this part of the project. Neither of us have a truck, so our poor SUVs are abused and used like trucks. We even coaxed my 9-year-old into helping us out so he could make a little extra money. We basically tried to get rocks as big as we could lift ourselves, but remember, in our case, we'll still be carrying them up the hill. We did get a good amount of smaller rocks as well that will be great for fillers.
But another great way to source rock is to call around and see what products are available at your local landscaping companies or rock quarries. Just to give you an idea of what kind of businesses to look for, we found one in our area that is called Evergreen Soils. They offer topsoil, mulch, gravel, sand, fill dirt, landscape rocks, and concrete and asphalt recycling. You can also ask for recommendations for companies in your area that carry landscape rock. You just want to make sure that you can find rocks that are small enough that you can handle them yourself. You'll want to gauge how much weight your vehicle can handle. You don't want to damage anything. After we each had a full load, we headed back home, and it was time to get them all up the hill. Hopefully you can back right up to your outdoor zone to unload them. But in our case, we loaded what we could in a wheelbarrow to get multiple rocks into the backyard easier. Then we each grabbed what we could carry and packed them up the hill. Let's just say that we got in a good weightlifting and cardio workout that day. After moving all those rocks, we were exhausted and called it a day.
Is this fun?
Yeah.
I just wanna dance for the hell of it, hell of it. Wanna take a chance for the thrill of it, thrill of it. Wanna raise my hands 'cause I'm feeling it, feeling it. Are you feeling this? Are you feeling this? Oh, you only got one life, so make it feel like sunshine. I feel the sun on my face, it's a brand new day. And it's
When you're ready to start placing your rock, you'll need a shovel and a garden hose. For the first row, you'll want to dig down a little more to create a little trench for the rocks to sit into. And remember, the wall should have a gentle slope away from the leveled off area. So when you're placing the rocks, make sure they're steady and stable in the trench and upright, forming a wall. We'll talk more about getting this area filled in with the next row. You'll also want to use the largest rocks you have for the first row. Placing the rocks is a little like playing a game of Tetris. You'll have to try a couple rocks in one spot to find one that fits just perfect with the previous rock you placed. There will be some gapping in between the rocks as well, but you'll want to find the best fit you can.
Pieces. Oh gosh, that looks good. On top, maybe a little bit.
And
And we'll wait to maybe do our first row before we start putting dirt behind, before we do the second row. So we want to do something else. All right.
See, you did. Fudge.
These are granite, by the way.
What?
These are granite stones. They're covered in dirt. But so there's granite underneath.
No, I cannot. Okay.
Wanna clap my hands, flip my hair, stomp my feet. Wanna make them stare 'cause I'm radiant, radiant. Shining everywhere, shining everywhere. I feel the sun on my face, it's a brand new day. And it's telling me it'll all be okay. All the clouds and the rain, that's of yesterday. Yeah, I'm telling you, it'll all be okay. It's a good day. It's a good day. Oh,
As you move along with the first row, this is where you might need to use those smaller rocks to fill in some of those gaps. You'll also backfill those spots with the dirt that you dug out for the trench.
This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down. I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine. Brighter than all of the lights. 'Cause when it's game time, seconds away and the game's on the line. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my moment. You better bet that I'm on it. Ready and set, I'ma own it. Blast it to 10, then keep going. There ain't no coasting. I never settled on play. Putting the kettle to flame. I go 100 all day. Foot on the pedal, no brakes. 10, 9, paid all my dues, waited in line. 8, 7, now it's about time that I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3.
Once the whole row is in place, then you'll also want to use the dirt to backfill behind the rocks almost to the top of each rock. You'll really press the dirt into place with either your fist or foot.
Watch out, here I come. This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down, I'm too fly. This is my time. Ready to shine, brighter than all of the lights. 'Cause when it's game
Then you'll want to take a hose with a misting nozzle attached and wet the area to help the dirt to settle. If needed, you can also add more backfill into any area that needs it. Once all of the dirt is compacted, you can move on to the next row.
no, I don't miss. MJ all hits. Watch me pop off, I'm the king now. Moonwalk to the ring now.
And we're back to playing another round of Tetris. This time we focused on filling in the V-shaped gaps in the rocks on the first row. Then we could fill in with smaller rocks from there.
That I take mine. 6, 5, king of the jungle, heart of a lion. 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch out, here I come. This is my time.
Wow, that was like meant to be.
Excuse you.
I was gonna backfill it and you're just in my way.
I was getting a shot of the meant to be.
And with this row, we let the rocks rest back against that gentle slope. Once again, we had a few rocks in place and tested them to see how sturdy they were and brought in buckets of backfill dirt. We moved along, repeating this process for the rest of the row, checking for sturdiness and backfilling with dirt, and finally using the water to compact it all into place.
Out in my mind, beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my time.
We kept repeating this process for the rest of the wall, using smaller rocks as we worked our way up. Keep that shovel handy because you may need to dig out a little spot to aid in your Tetris skills. And when that entire wall is installed, you'll again use the hose to settle the dirt into place. And with the three of us working on it, we were able to install this entire wall in an afternoon. It really doesn't take that much time to place the rocks. Our wall is about 25 feet and we used 2.5 loads of rock. And this is what we have left, just a couple of small rocks.
And to finish off this zone, we also added an inch of crushed flagstone. So yet again, we had to haul all this up the hill. To do this, we filled 5-gallon buckets, wheeled the buckets to the backyard, and carried them up the hill and worked as fast as we could out of pure intent to be finished with this project. Because hey, it's tiring running up and down the hill carrying heavy buckets of rock. Then the crushed flagstone is raked out to a depth of about 1/2 to 1 inch thick. Once the flagstone's leveled out, take a hose and sprinkle the area. Wetting it all down helps to settle the dust, and it actually locks this kind of rock into place. So it's actually a really cool product.
And here's a look at our cheap and easy retaining wall. This has been the perfect solution to making more usable space in our backyard. We have loved the way that this rock retaining wall turned out, and it has made this space so usable for our family. In fact, last fall, we used it for the first time for our Halloween party, and it allowed us to have an extra dining to accommodate all of our guests.
We hope you found this video helpful and that you feel confident to tackle this project in your own yard so you can spend time in your backyard oasis with your family. Be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We enjoy making new content for you each week. And up next, check out these 2 videos right here on your screen. We think you'll enjoy them. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.